Games have always been with me ever since I can remember. Ever since PlayStation 1 came out, I can say I've always had a passion. I always had a love for games. I'm currently working in the International Data Group, which is based beside the Jervis Lewis stop. It's like college again. I mean, there's always like fun. It's not like the most dull, boring place. The walls aren't painted grey and you don't all have your heads hanging down. It's a pretty lively place. St. Catherine's Foyer is transitional housing to support people that have had difficult times, either with their family, if they've had to take to the streets. And the reason why I am here is because I had family situations, mainly with alcohol. Yeah, I haven't explained it to many people. It's usually kept between like close friends and family, I'd say. Some of them make like fun of it in a way, as in they'll make slight jokes, and I don't know, they never try to put me down about it, of course. They just make jokes in like, why do you live there, like when you're working, like. But I've tried to house myself. During last year, I think it was at least 13 to 15 times alone.
Just because you don't look like you're on drugs or you're an alcoholic doesn't mean like that stuff hasn't happened throughout your life, like, 'cause it has. Like, I ended up for family reasons, ended up leaving the home 1 month after I done my leaving cert. Going from couch to couch, different people's houses. I wasn't getting paid, so I had no money.
Can't take your call now. You can leave a message after the tone.
I ended up ringing everywhere, like trying to get into places, and I just kept getting told I have to go into the wet hostels in town. I knew I wouldn't last in one of them, so I refused to. And then I was ringing and wasn't getting anywhere. I just gave up. Like, I literally just got to a stage where I gave up, and that's when I got the call off St. Catherine's. When I first moved in and I was brought up to my room, there was nothing in it. There was just brick walls, a bed, your wardrobe and your desk. So it was just completely bare. And like, I remember the first night I was just lying there and I was looking at the walls and I was like, oh, I want to go home, like. Because it just, not that you feel isolated, it's so different to what you're used to. At home it's a small house. So there was 5 people living there in one small house, and so there's no personal space. Everyone's kind of on top of each other, so that caused conflict nearly all the time. I had been looking for places on rent allowance, but as I'm entitled to $520, there was nothing there for it, nothing at all. And with living on €100, you couldn't stretch much out of that to add to rent. There is a label on people, like as soon as I think people hear hostels, it's derelicts. That's what I think, like that's my opinion of it. People think derelicts straight away, or else alcoholics. That's the main two. And it's in all cases it's not like that. Because like me, like I don't take any drugs, I don't drink, and I ended up in this situation, like.
With the few residents that I have talked to in here, it's usually a similar situation. It's something gone wrong with the family, or they have an abusive family that's actually gone and thrown them out. Luckily, I had the choice to actually kind of walk out and say, this is way too much, I can't handle this at my age, really. I don't get to see my brother or my sister as often as I used to live with them, and now they're completely separate, and so am I. So, I don't know, I guess it's just kind of missing the family. Not missing the situation, of course, but missing the family together. A family home is a lot different to this home right now, and I can imagine it's going to be different from every other home throughout my life. So.
I think it's pretty understandable for people to think about homelessness. It's about addiction or mental health or alcoholism, because that's what they see on the street day to day with rough sleepers. But in actual fact, it's probably, especially for young people, it's more about family issues or family problems that they face that lead them into homelessness. There is a homeless crisis in Ireland today, and at Peter McVerry Trust what we're trying to do is respond in any way we can to tackle that crisis. We're in the heart of Dublin 8, in between St James's Hospital and the Guinness Brewery. Dublin 8 is an area with very high levels of housing needs, and there's a lot of individuals from Dublin 8 that would be in homeless services at the minute. Just watch yourselves coming through. This is a renovation project which is taking 6 empty apartments that have been transferred by Dublin City Council, and we're going to spend the next few months turning these apartments into homes for people experiencing homelessness. This apartment is the only one with outdoor space, so it has a rear yard to the back. The backyard is perfect for somebody as a little project, because once we get it all cleaned up and planted, they'll be able to maintain it so that they can actually have an activity based at their apartment. So it's a nice little space. One of the big issues that we have at the minute is the demand for housing, the urgency. People have been waiting months and years for accommodation. This project is going to cost in and around €130,000 by the time we're finished, and we're going to have 6 great apartments and homes for people in homeless services. So there's a lot of work to do, but we're going to get through it as quickly as possible, because we know at the end of the day there's going to be 6 people moving in here who are waiting very patiently to get these units. And it's more than an apartment, it's a home.
A home means to me like somewhere where you're safe, really. Like you come home after a long day and you can just do what you like. Don't have to worry about people judging you. It's your space. So I've talked to people in here where they feel like they've no dignity because they're homeless, and sometimes you can feel like that. And when you get your own place, I suppose it's just you're getting everything back. Like, so you just feel like a proper person again. Like you're motivated to go out and you want to do stuff. Like you have your own place, you actually want to go out, you want to get a job. Like you want to build your house up. Like have everything you always wanted. Like just get somewhere in life, really.
A home to me is somewhere where you can go every day. You can relax once you get in there, a tranquil atmosphere. I find a home a place that rids negativity in a way, or it's not welcome there. It's just somewhere that you feel comfortable, I guess. I find that to be the most homely experience, is when you can actually share that you have a home and it's welcoming to other people.
When I got called into the office by the 2 managers, I thought, like, because you don't really get called in by the 2 managers unless it's something serious. So I was thinking, oh, I'm being moved, or I'm getting thrown out with something. Like I thought I was after doing something. So I was really shocked, like, to find out like I was getting offered somewhere. Like I was so happy, like, but I just didn't think it was real, like, because the way Dublin is, the housing crisis, like when I went to register down on the list for the housing, I was told 7 to 10 years, like. So when I got stopped with this news, like I couldn't believe it, like I was literally just shocked. I'm just dying to see it. Like I've just keep picturing like the way the rooms are gonna look and stuff. Yeah, that has been since I've been told, thinking that, yeah.
I was very delighted. It was completely unexpected news, as I have been seeking housing for so long, and then I finally get a letter, which is something that I've been waiting on for so long, and it just told me basically that there's going to be secure accommodation for you, and you will finally have your own private place, which you can call home. Because I have tried very, very hard to move on, and I think after going through college and getting into work, I should be moving on.
Huh?
It'd be a nice evening to have residents rather than have just caretakers.
Oh, don't say that. I hope the key works. The key isn't working. The key is working.
Okay, Emma, come on in. So this is number 3 King Street.
Oh my god, look at that. Oh my god, look at that. Do they all have this?
Well, you see now as you walk through, this is a slightly different layout. It's different size because it's the studio.
I'm one of these people that, like, I like doing stuff up. Like, so with a house, like, I'd like getting in, put my own bit to it and just see it all build up, and then at the end of it you can just say, oh, this is mine, I did this, like. I just want it to happen now, like, I'm after seeing it, and I literally be looking at them pictures like over and over again.
So everything's brand new in all the apartments. So we're just like everything from front door, floors, painted, tiling, insulation, ventilation systems.
Looks very good. Yeah.
So, see, so when you come up a bit, they're a bit brighter.
I like the green, but I want the one with the back garden sort of thing.
Yeah.
If it's available.
yeah.
Great, yeah. So you're happy enough?
Oh, definitely, yeah, no, I'm overwhelmed. No, that's absolutely brilliant, like, very impressed. Could hang a few little baskets on the side or something. I'm not a mad florist or botanist or anything.
But just to
make it look decent. It still look nice.
No, that'd be great. Be a nice space to make your own.
Yeah.
When I moved in, I just felt like, I don't know, like a weight was lifted.
The difference between here and St. Catherine's is that I can't step across the room in 2 steps.
Now, you know, like, I'm safe, I'm stable. I know who's going to be around me. I know what type, like, I know I'm going to be safe. I don't have to let anybody in I don't want to. I don't have to be around people I don't want to. I just felt like secure. I don't have to worry anymore.
Looking back on St. Catherine's, well, it helped me quite a lot. Living in transitional housing was exactly what I needed at the time when I moved in, and it benefited me so much from living there. Rather than being on the streets or, you know, living rough, it did help a lot. I don't think I'd be here without that, so.
I'm not going to end up homeless again. I don't have to worry about being homeless again, ending up in hostels in town. That's just literally feels like the weight of the world off your shoulders just to know that, like.